told her thinking is I'm wrong. Love will happen when it wants. No.
So for today's video, you're going to need white vinegar, baking soda, essential oil, preferably an orange or citrus, a spray bottle, and measuring cups. The inside of my oven has been very dirty since we moved into the apartment, including my drip pans. As you can see, all the oil and gunk built up. Here I'm adding a bit of water into my spray bottle. A little under halfway, and I'm gonna add vinegar, and I'm filling pretty much the rest of the spray bottle up. And I'm gonna add about 10 drops of the orange essential oil inside. The citrus will help lift the grease and oil and all that gunk built up. So for the drip pans, you're gonna place it on a cardboard, basically just to cover your counter. And you're gonna coat the drip pan completely. And then you're gonna spritz it with the vinegar. You should be able to hear it fizz. And where you put the vinegar, add a bit more baking soda just to make sure it's fully coated. And you're gonna let this sit for about 2 hours. Here I'm just gonna wipe down the counter. Now I'm going to show you how to make the baking soda and water mixture for the inside of the oven. You're going to take a cup of the baking soda, and 1/3 cup of water. And then you're going to mix it together until it gets to a pasty type of texture. Now here I'm taking some aluminum foil, which is going to help me spread out the mixture onto the oven itself. Now here you can see I'm dipping the foil into the mixture and spreading it all over the greasy areas, basically where there's any gunk. Like I said, we've had this oven since we've moved in, and even before we got here it was a crazy mess, so it might take me a few times to get it just right, especially the inside. I'm definitely gonna have to do this once or twice this month just to try to get it to where I want it. It didn't come out perfect, but I was able to see a complete difference. Now this you're gonna have to let sit overnight. Your drip pans, 2 hours. They should start to look like this. You can see where bits and pieces are already brown. Now my drip pans didn't get completely back to their silver color, but on the rim they did. Like I said, it's gonna have to take me a few more tries to get it right where I want it. This part can get a bit messy. You can put something on your counters to help, protect it so it doesn't get too messy, but here you can see it's somewhat showing that color underneath. Now onto the oven. You're gonna spritz it with the vinegar. Here you should be able to hear it fizz up also. It did take up quite a bit of elbow grease. And like I said, not all my stains lifted up, but of course if your oven is a lot newer than mine, I'm pretty sure this would work with a one-time cleaning. Here I took just a plastic spatula to try and help lift up some of those grease stains. The people before us didn't take very good care of it, so now it's a lot harder to get these to lift. Now the inside of the oven, I'm doing the same exact thing. Here you can actually see the grease and oil actually lifting up. This part was a lot harder. It did take a lot more elbow grease. And like I said, not everything lifted up on my end. It is going to take multiple times of doing this. But even with just this wipe, it looks completely different. I also did notice after this process of cleaning the inside of the oven, I did try to cook some lunch, and I noticed that the baking soda showed up while the oven was heating, so I did have to go back in and wipe it down with some soap and water. So I would just say when you are cleaning the inside out, just to make sure you give it a good scrub. Here where I'm actually wiping down, you can tell a lot of that grease that was there in the before video has lifted up. Of course, after this video, I did scrub a bit more. Here I'm just getting all the baking soda. And this is the before. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's far better than like it was when we first started. Now, if your oven is newer, it's gonna work a lot better.